15-year-old Ripfumelo Nkomo's debut book titled Indulge in the Profound has already made her a force to be reckoned with in the South African literary landscape. Now, in this book, the teenage writer and public speaker tackles issues that surround her on a daily basis, such as self-worth, identity, transformation, spirituality, and many, many more. And she joins me now in studio to tell us more about her offering and what it means to be a young self-published author. Young lady, a very good morning and welcome.
Good morning, good morning, good morning, South Africa.
Now, first of all, talk to me about when you started coming to the realization that reading and writing is your passion and the love of books. When was it?
So when I was younger, I was about 8 years old, and my mom decided to buy me literary books like Cinderella, Ariel, these beautiful princess books. But I kind of felt very limited because I felt as though it's not fair and it's not right to tell girls that they should be a princess. Why don't you be a businesswoman? Why don't you be an entrepreneur? Why don't you be an influencer? Why don't you make a movement that has transformation? Because we're living in a society nowadays that social media is taking over, but I feel as though it's not affecting the youth in a very positive way. And the way it can affect the youth in a very positive way is if you just inform yourself. And the way you can inform yourself is discover who you really are. So my writing journey began with me just questioning everything. Like, why should a girl do this? Why should we speak like this? Why are we treated this way? If you have a specific accent, you somehow looked in a certain way. If you walk a certain way, you kind of now perceived a certain way. So writing, my journey of writing began with me just questioning everything around me.
You've just turned 16 and I'm quite amazed at the passion that you have about what you do. And your other peers are busy with other things. I mean, what really prompted you or inspired you to take this route?
What inspired me? It's age and it's the youth, because it's not an excuse for you being young. Being young, in fact, it is a way for you to just... It is actually an advantage, because when you're younger, that's when you're in this process where you gain maturity. And when you gain maturity, you start looking up to people who are older, and you see everyone who's older in your role models. So for me, being young and being the youth, it's kind of exciting because I want to be representation and I want to be relatable to everyone my age and everyone my age group. So I want them, when they look at me, to be like, if this girl can do it, so can I.
Indeed, indeed. Let's talk about the title, Indulge in the Profound. What does this title mean?
Well, it means indulge in the curious, indulge in the deep, indulge in the unknown. You know, you must indulge in something that you don't know. Just look for anything that you don't know. Just explore what you don't know at all. So,
yeah. And I guess it speaks to you as a teenager who's just turned 16 and indulging, I mean, your peers indulging in worldly goodies.
Yeah, it does relate to me.
All right, what do you want your readers to take away after reading this book? What is it that you want to impart on your readers?
I want you to question who you are. Like, look deep within yourself. Look into your own individuality. Look into your own mind. Just look, who are you? What is your passion? What is your purpose? Find what drives you. And when you find what drives you, that's when you'll really know who you are. And when you know who you are, that's when you'll begin to go on this journey where you'll just influence other people around you. Be a person who has leadership, and most importantly, be a product of demonstration.
What is your purpose? What drives you?
What drives me is the unknown. I just love writing, drawing, painting. I like drawing things that no one understands, because I love it when people ask me questions, because it brings up a topic of conversation. And when there's conversation, there's a movement. And when there's a movement, you just have a legacy. And when you have a legacy, it's going to follow you for the rest of your life. And that's what I really, really want and I enjoy. And
what would you like to be your legacy? At least, I think I know what it is, but just do indulge us on that.
My legacy, I'd like people to remember me as someone who just questioned everything, was very curious, someone who was undefeatable, someone who... She just really loves empowering people, having conversations with people and liberating their minds, and not having a very closed up mind, but being open.
Girls your age are watching right now. What's your message to them?
You are enough. You are beautiful, you are powerful, you have a purpose. Find your purpose, whether you want to be a broadcasting journalist.
You know what I'm saying?
Whether you want to be a writer, whether you want to be a singer, a dancer, it doesn't matter if your family doesn't support you, your friends don't support you, but just believe in yourself and you'll be fine.
Ripfumelo, I'm blown away. Thank you so much for chatting to us and all the best, hey?
Thank you.
All right. Ripfumelo, she's a bright thing, all right. Well, she was speaking to us about the release of a debut book that she self-published entitled Indulge in the Profound. This is Morning Live. Let's go for an air break now.